Most businesses depend upon Google traffic or SEO when it comes to their blog post, while ignoring 2 to 5,000 warm audience that is present inside their mailing or their newsletter list. So in order to solve that problem, I've created this RAG AI system that takes your blog posts and automatically creates 3 on-brand newsletters from them. The best part, it uses RAG to pull from your own past newsletters, so it exactly sounds like you and not like AI. And on top of that, it uses proven newsletters writing guides, so the emails aren't just written, they're written to grab attention. So without wasting any time, let's see how the system works, and I will give you an overview of the system. Okay, so before I move any further and show you how the system works, I just quickly wanted to introduce you to myself. So I'm Subham and I help businesses to scale with AI. I have a Skool community called Scale with AI, so the link is in my description, so you can go and check it out, and the resources from this video will be inside that Skool community, so you can grab that and use for yourself for completely free. Okay, so as you can see, there are 2 triggers for this AI system. So the first one is this RSS feed trigger. So if your website has an RSS feed for your blog posts, then you can use this trigger and you can simply paste the feed URL over here, and this will automatically run this AI system. Or if you don't have an RSS feed, or if you just want to manually run the system, then you can use this form over here. So this form contains 2 fields. So I'm just going to click on execute, and as you can see, the 2 fields are blog post. So you just have to paste your blog post over here, and then you have to paste your link to that blog post, and that will automatically run this system and create your newsletters. So let's run this AI system with this RSS feed trigger. So inside this trigger, I have kept this RSS URL. So this is from Intercom website, and this is the RSS URL for AI ML related blogs. So I have pasted it over here, and I'm just gonna click on execute workflow. Okay, so it has finished running, and it takes about 4 to 7 minutes because there are so many components that are involved inside this system. So let's quickly go to my Gmail and see what kind of drafts it has created for the newsletters. So this is my Gmail. I'm just gonna refresh this. Okay, we have our 3 newsletters over here, and let's open and see them. So this is how it has written the newsletters. Let me show you the next one. You can pause and read it, by the way. So let's open the next one and see what it has written over here. So it's pretty similar, but in a different way, which looks nice. And this is the last one. So this is how it has written this one as well. And there is this button over here. So if you click this button, it will take you to that particular blog post. So this is how the system generates the newsletters. Okay, coming back to the system, now I will give you an overview of how the system actually works and generates such good outputs. So starting with the triggers, we have 2 triggers over here. Then we have like this JavaScript. So what happens is when you directly map like the fields from this trigger, for example, so this trigger has like this content field over here, as well as like this link field. So when you map it directly to this one, then you also have to map this one over here. And what happens is whenever this trigger runs and this is not running, this AI node actually throws an error that the field from this trigger is missing. So in order to save it from that, what we are doing is we are using some JavaScript, and basically whenever the information is received from this trigger, then it basically uses a common field over here, which can be mappable to all the different nodes that are coming after this. Or if it's received from this one, then it puts it inside these 2 fields. Then what we have is the main components of this AI system. So we have 2 AI agents over here. The first one is the topic planning agent. The next one is the newsletter writer agent. So basically the first one, what it does is it basically decides the topic. So this is the prompt for that. You are an expert newsletter planner and strategist. So this is like the complete prompt over here, and the output contains this array of these 3 items together. So basically that is what is generated by this topic planning agent. This is what basically decides the output structure. So the output type is an array, and we have like a description for that array and the number of items inside that array. And after that we have like the items description. So the type is object, and these are like the different strings that we have inside it with the descriptions. Then the next thing is this one, and this one is the most important element of this agent. So basically this is a simple vector store. So this simple vector store actually contains our newsletter writing guide, and this AI system uses RAG to retrieve all the data from that particular guide. Basically it helps it to fine tune the responses. So I will quickly show you the guide that I have used over here. So this is the guide that I have used. So this guide is from HubSpot, and I basically added this to the vector store. I will quickly show you how you can add this to vector store. So basically what you have to do is you just have to click on add node and just type RAG, and this will show this template. So this is RAG starter template. So you just have to click it and it will open this page. So over here you can add your different files inside the vector store. So what you have to do over here is first you have to set a key where your data will be stored inside this vector store. So I'm just gonna type ABC over here. So this is my key where this data will be stored. So the next thing what you have to do is you have to upload your file, and all the instructions are already written over here so that you can read it, but I will show you like how you can do this. So I'm just gonna click on execute workflow, and I'm just gonna click on choose files, and from here I can choose a particular PDF. For example, I'm just gonna import this one. I'm just gonna click on submit. So what it has done is it has added it to that particular vector store. So now you can use that inside your RAG system. So over here if I open this up, and you can see that that particular vector store key is mentioned over here. So if I want to select this one, I can select this one, but for the guide I have stored it inside this key, so that's why I've selected this one. So as you can see what kind of response it is pulling from this guide. So these are like the response it is pulling. And to power this agent I've used GPT-4, and you can use any other model to power your AI agent, but in my case this one was good. But see what works the best for your particular use case, and you can use that. And after that we have like this split out node over here. So basically it's taking this array and splitting it into 3 different items so that it can be individually processed by the next agent. So the next agent is our newsletter writer agent. So this actually finally writes the newsletter. So what it does is it basically takes the subject, the title, and the content of the blog from the previous nodes, as well as like the blog link. Then we have like the newsletter writing instructions that is being generated by the previous AI agent. And after that we have like the system prompt for the writing guide. So basically we have set the role over here. You are a professional newsletter content writer who writes like a seasoned marketing strategist, clear, credible, and on brand. Next we have all the critical instructions, and over here there are few things that you should change as per your brand or your business. So since the system is searching the web, I've pasted the company's website who will be using the system, but you can interchange it with your company so that it basically catches your company's tone if that's required, or it can fetch some additional information from your website when it's writing the blogs. And what we have is then over here we have like the HTML requirements. So we have given it some sort of like a template on how it should be writing like the HTML text for our newsletter. Then over here you also have to change this part. So at the end of this newsletter there will be like a section where if someone wants more insight, then they can go to the main blogs page of that particular company's website. So over here it's Goodman Lantern /blog, but you can change it to your particular business. So that is what this prompt is doing. So that's all about this prompt. Now let's see what is connected to this AI agent. So in the tools, what we have is our RAG tool, which is similar to this one. So this vector store actually contains like the newsletter examples, which the AI should be looking at, and also adjusting its tone as per like the particular example. So these are like the examples that I have given to this AI agent through RAG. So basically that is something that is present inside this vector store, and this is like the description for this tool so that the AI agent knows what this tool is for. And after that we have like this Gemini search tool. So if you go to this prompt, then it can search your company website as well as, and also it can look at current data and statistics if it wants to use it in that newsletter which is not present inside our blog. So that is why we have like this Gemini search tool over here. Then after that what we have is like this JavaScript code. So this is here because what I've noticed is some of the models that I've used for the AI agent, they generate some sort of like extra characters that we don't want to have inside our newsletters. That actually ruins the structure of that particular newsletter. And also, no matter what you do inside the AI agent and whatever the prompt you write, in order to avoid that thing, this AI agent was continuously doing that same thing. So in order to remove those characters, I've added this JavaScript, and at last all the newsletters are stored as draft inside your Gmail so that you can open them and maybe make some changes and just post it by yourself. So this is how like the entire system works like. So in this part of this video, I will show you how you can set this system up for yourself. So I will put this template inside my Skool community, and I will put the link in my description so that you can grab this particular template. So once you have got the template, what you have to do is you have to create your workflow, and after that you have to import the file. So just have to import it like this, and boom, it is imported. I will make sure I will remove these modules, but anyways, once it is imported, so the next thing what you have to do is you have to put your RSS feed URL over here for your blog post. Then the next thing what you have to do over here is you have to upload your particular guide. So you can use this guide from HubSpot that I have shown you previously. So you can use that, or you can have your own guide. So in order to add that, I will show that step once again. So what you have to do is you have to click on add a node and click on drag, and then this will open this page. So over here what you have to do is you have to select a key over here. So let's name it as guide for news L. So I've given it a name. Now what I will do is I will click on execute workflow. This will open up one form, and over here I will just upload the guide. So this is the guide over here. I'm just gonna click on open and just click on submit, and this will upload that particular guide and store it in a vector store. So after that guide is uploaded, you just have to select that particular guide. So in this case, this one is that key, so you have to select that key, and that is pretty much what you have to do over here. Then the next thing what you have to do is for the model, you can select the model which works the best. I've used an GPT-4. You can use a lighter model if you want. Then for this one, what you have to do is over here over here there are two changes that you have to do. So first you have to change the site to your site. So for example, if your site is this one, then so you just have to like copy your site URL, and then you have to paste it over here like this. Then after that, do the same for this one as well. Then after that, there is this part where want more insights like this. So over here you also have to change it to your particular website. So I'm just gonna quickly put it over here. So yeah, this is how it looks like. Let me actually check how their link for the blog looks like. Yeah, this is how this looks like. So I have done the same thing over here, and once you're done with this one, the next step is to go to this rag tool, and you have to do the same thing. So you can come back to like this rag template, and what you have to do is you have to create one more key over here and just name it as example. So this is how the key is created. Then what you have to do is you have to click on execute workflow, and you just have to like submit your PDF which contains all the newsletter examples or copies. So just gonna click over here and just hit submit, and that will put your PDF inside that particular key. And after that you can select that inside this memory. And the next thing is this Gemini search tool. So over here I have put my Gemini credentials. So what you have to do is you have to go to Gemini APIs. So over here you can grab your API key. So what you have to do is you have to sign up to this platform, and basically you have to pay them some amount for using the API keys. You can see the pricing over here. If you don't want to use a Gemini search tool, then you can avoid that. That won't affect the system much. But this is recommended, of course. And for the credentials, for the chat models, for the AI agents, since I've used OpenAI, I will quickly show you how you can get the API keys. So what you have to do is you have to go to platform, OpenAI platform. So this is like the link, and you just have to like sign up to this platform. In most of the cases you will get some credits for free, or what you have to do is you have to go to your settings and find billings, and over here you just have to like add some credits over here. After that what you have to do is you have to go to API keys and then click on create new key and name it as anything you want. Then you have to copy that particular key that will be generated. So I'm just gonna be typing something random over here. I'm just gonna select a project. So it generates a key like this. So you have to copy this and make sure you don't lose this key. And what you have to do is you have to come over here and you just have to paste that API key. So over here, click on create new credential, and you just have to paste that API key, and that's all what you have to do in order to set up the models for the AI agent. And yeah, that is all. And lastly, for this one, you can simply click on this and just sign up to your Google account, and it will store all the drafts inside that particular account. So make sure you do that as well. And this is how you set up this entire system. So that's all for this video. I hope this was useful, and I will put all the resources in my description so that you can grab it and use it for yourself. And lastly, if you're a business owner and you're looking to implement scalable AI systems inside your business, then I have an agency called EfficientSeek, where I help businesses to scale with AI and build AI systems that actually scales your business rather than creating some AI toy that really doesn't help you inside a business. So there is a link in my description where you can book a call with me. So feel free to do that so that we can discuss about implementing AI systems inside a business. Thank you.